Having $25,000 sitting in a liquid account does not just make you feel secure. It fundamentally alters the mathematical algorithms that the entire financial system uses to exploit you. You see, the modern banking system is not designed to serve you. It is designed to farm you. They have sophisticated internal metrics to identify customers who are just barely keeping their heads above water. They do not want you to go completely bankrupt because bankrupt people cannot pay fees. But they absolutely do not want you to be wealthy. They want you perfectly stressed, perfectly stretched, and completely reliant on their expensive credit products just to survive the month. $25,000 is the exact invisible barrier that breaks their entire business model. Today, I am going to expose exactly how the financial industry legally drains your wealth and how building this specific cash buffer flips the power dynamic in your favor forever. Welcome to Invest to Freedom. I am Frank. Before we expose the hidden traps designed to keep you broke, I want to hear from you. What is the most ridiculous bank fee you have ever been charged? Let me know in the comments below. And if you are ready to stop playing the bank's rigged game and start building true wealth, hit that subscribe button right now. Let us get into it. Let us look at how the financial system extracts money from people who lack a cash buffer. It is a precise, calculated machine. The first weapon they use is the vulnerability fee. If your checking account dips below a certain threshold, they hit you with a monthly maintenance charge. It is a literal penalty for not having enough money. They wait for that 1 month where your car breaks down or your heating bill spikes, and right when you are at your most vulnerable, they siphon $15 or $30 from your account. It is kicking you when you are down, and it is built perfectly into their quarterly revenue projections. The second weapon is the forced debt spiral. When you do not have $25,000 in cash, a medical emergency or a sudden roof leak is not just an inconvenience, it is a financial catastrophe. Because you lack the cash, you are forced to put that emergency on a credit card carrying a 25% interest rate. The banking industry loves this. They actually have a derogatory internal term for customers who pay off their credit cards every month. They call them deadbeats. The system is designed to turn your bad luck into a decade-long stream of interest payments. The third weapon is the desperation premium. When you are financially fragile, every lender and dealership can smell the desperation on you. If you need a car immediately to get to work and you have zero cash, you are in no position to negotiate. You will accept a loan with an interest rate that is 2 or 3% higher than what a secure person would pay. You are not paying more because your credit is inherently bad. You are paying more because you have absolutely no leverage to walk away. But the most destructive weapon is the silent cognitive tax. Living paycheck to paycheck drains your mental bandwidth. When you are constantly terrified about how you will pay rent next Tuesday, you literally cannot think about investing for next year. Financial panic makes you impulsive. It makes you vulnerable to high-pressure sales tactics and terrible financial deals. The banks know that a stressed customer is a highly profitable customer. Now, let us look at what happens when you finally build that $25,000 wall around yourself. The entire game changes. Let us take a guy named Marcus. Marcus worked in corporate sales and had a boss who constantly disrespected his time and stole his commissions. For years, Marcus took the abuse because he had $3,000 in the bank and a mortgage to pay. He was financially chained to his desk. But over 2 years, Marcus quietly saved $25,000. Suddenly, the math changed. The next time his boss crossed the line, Marcus did not argue. He just calmly handed in his resignation. Because Marcus was no longer terrified, he had leverage. 2 days later, the company, realizing they were losing their best producer, offered him a massive raise and a transfer to a better department. Marcus did not become a better salesman overnight. He simply became unfireable in his own mind. That cash buffer bought him the ultimate negotiating power, the ability to walk away. When you have that cash barrier, the bank's algorithms can no longer touch you. You never overdraft, so they cannot charge you fees. You pay your credit cards in full, so you become their worst nightmare, a zero-revenue customer. You dictate the terms of your loans because you can afford to shop around. So how do you escape the extraction machine? First, you must calculate exactly how much the bank stole from you last year. Look at your statements and add up every single overdraft fee, maintenance fee, and dollar of credit card interest. That total is the exact cost of not having a cash buffer. It should make you angry enough to change your habits. Second, you need to open a high-yield savings account at a completely different institution than your everyday checking account. You need to build a massive wall of friction between your spending habits and your savings. If your savings are just 1 click away on your phone, you will spend them when you get emotional. Make it difficult to access. Set up an automatic transfer on the day you get paid and let that account grow silently in the background until it hits your target. Finally, ignore the complex noise of the financial industry. Financial advisors want you to think wealth building is a complicated science that requires their expensive management fees. It is a lie. The path to freedom is aggressively boring. You build your $25,000 cash moat to protect yourself from life's emergencies. And then you automatically funnel every extra dollar into low-cost, broad market index funds. You leave it alone for 30 years. That is how real people build real wealth. The system wants you dependent and stressed. Your only job is to build your cash buffer, step out of their trap, and never look back. Thank you for listening. I am Frank. This is Invest to Freedom, and I will see you in the next one.